Welcome back to another lesson on Shine On Me, and today we have another topic about budget planning basics. First, talking about what is a budget. We've defined a budget as a plan that shows how much money you expect to earn and how you plan to spend or save this money that you earned. A budget is also important because it helps you manage money wisely so that you don't overspend the money that you have, and you can also eventually reach your financial goals. Now moving on, let's talk about why budgeting is important in the first place. We have 4 main points brought up here. First, talking about control. Budgeting can help you know where your money goes. It can also help you reach your goals because it helps you save for things like a new phone, college, or retirement in the long run. It can also help with security and by reducing stress about unexpected expenses because you'll already be prepared for that. And lastly, it helps you with choices, letting you decide between needs versus your wants. Now that we know the importance of budget planning, let's talk about the key steps that can lead you to achieve this. For step 1, we have recording your income. This could be listing all sources of your money. For example, your salary, allowance, or more. These are overall where your money is coming from. Now, step 2, you should track your expenses. We have 3 main categories, such as needs, which is things like rent and food are non-negotiables, wants, which is dining out or entertainment, and safety and giving. This could be an emergency fund, future goals, or donations. Now, for step 3, we have setting your goals. There are 2 types of goals. First, we have short-term goals, usually within a year, which could be saving for a trip or paying off a small debt you have. Now, you also have long-term goals, which is probably around 5 or more years, which could be buying a house or saving up for education. Now, step 4, making a plan. You should allocate your money into categories. For example, half of your money in needs, 30 in wants, and 20 in savings, and you should adjust if expenses are greater than your income. And lastly, we have step 5, which is review and adjust. You should check your budget and check it monthly so that you are always staying on track. And lastly, make changes if your income or expenses change. Now, in addition to these steps, people also use the aid of other tools for budgeting. For example, we have apps. Some examples might be Mint, YNAB, or Spendy. And we also have simple spreadsheets such as Excel or Google Sheets. And a simple notebook is also suitable for beginners. Now, for some common budgeting methods, we have things like the 50-30-20 rule, which I briefly mentioned before. This is 50% of your income on needs, 30% on wants, and 20% on savings or debt repayment. We also have a zero-based budget, which is when every dollar is assigned to a purpose. In this case, your income minus your expenses should be 0. Now, let's also look over some tips for success. First, you should try to be realistic about your spending habits. If you're someone that spends a lot, suddenly trying to spend significantly less would not be very realistic. Also, try to start small. Try tracking for just 1 month first before trying to aim for a 1-year goal, and always include saving as an expense. You should also try to avoid unnecessary debt because this will catch up to you. And lastly, reward yourself when you stick to your budget to motivate you. So this lesson has now come to near its end, and let's talk about the key takeaway. You should learn that a budget is not about limiting yourself. It's more about making choices that will align with your goals and help you build eventual financial security. And as always, I hope you learned a lot and also enjoyed this lesson, and stay tuned on Shine On Me for more lessons in the future.